everybody. You know, I am so thankful that we serve a God who has emotion.
Amen.
Can you imagine if he didn't have emotion, if he wasn't moved by his emotion? I was thinking this week about the feeding of the 5,000, and which we know was much more than 5,000. And as he looked out upon them, he was moved with compassion. He could have sent them on their way and said, "Go home, get your own food." And instead, he said, "No, we're going to feed them." And as I thought about our various ministries here at North Point, I think about Jesus' food and how it so aligns with the heart of God. And his heart rejoices every time Kate and her team rise up and feed those kids.
Amen.
And what a joy that is for his heart and for ours. Kate, thank you. Thank you for your heart. And I think about our team for India. And can there be anything that moves God's heart like those women and children who are driven into sex trafficking? And our team rises up and they pray for them. And I hope that we all pray for them and pray for our India team, because this too hits the heart of God. And he rejoices when even one is pulled from that horrible life. And so it is with South Africa. God rejoices when we rise up and we feed and we nurture from so far away these people that we have come to love. So for those of you that are not familiar with the South Africa ministries, today you will become familiar. And we're hoping that this works. Is this going to work? Click, 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 click. It's not going to work. Oh, there it goes. So this first one, Hatswani. Okay, we might have to do triple clicks. There she is. We want you to meet Mama Clara. Mama Clara is about 73, and she has devoted her life to the care and feeding of her community, which is clear out in the boondocks. I'm talking boondocks. There it is. Those 5-gallon buckets, when they are full of water, Mike's doing something to me, I can't see what it is, but something. They weigh about 46 pounds. 46 pounds. And these women carry them from this stream. This is the community that Mama Clara nurtures and feeds. So I don't know. There it is. She has about 30 to 45 youth, elderly, handicapped, that she daily feeds. Not just once, but during the week, she feeds them twice a day. And on the weekends, 3 times. And this, well, we'll see if we're going to get it to go. Maybe not. But that's the mealy meal. And they go out every day, and they stir that over an open fire. And then she feeds them. And she also pulls from local farmers and gets as much as she can from them. And the funding for this is about 20 cents a meal. Now, if you do the math, and Kelly and I were busy doing it earlier this week, and I can't remember the numbers because numbers don't stick in my head. But it's this crazy amount of meals that she serves every week. And I tell you what, I get tired of serving really one meal a day to my husband and myself. I can't imagine doing it all this time. Mealy meal, most of you are familiar with this. This was kind of our groundbreaking project. And we are still serving about 120 families. Although Maranatha has really picked up, and we are now funding about $1,500 a year, and Maranatha has stepped up and is funding the rest of it. And that is a real praise, because for so long they could not do that. Muncieville, have you taken over, Mike?
Yes.
Munseyville is another program that is serving children. And these ladies, there they are, the ladies in the aprons are our 3 champions there. And twice a week, they come in very, very early in the morning, and they fix meals, and they serve these meals to these children. And the kids come in, they line up very, very patiently, and I have witnessed this, and this is what they do. They line up ever so patiently, and they just wait. And then they come in, and they are served family style. And none of them takes a bite until they have prayed. It's an incredible thing to watch. They all just sit there, and the food is in front of them, and they just wait. And then they all pray, they eat, they take their plates over, they pick up their backpacks and walk out the door, and the next group comes walking in. And there's about 200 kids, 200 to 250 children that they feed twice a week. They're pretty amazing to watch. We listened to them say the Lord's Prayer while we were there this last time. And I have a video of it, and there is nothing quite like listening to children where English is kind of the second language, but they said the Lord's Prayer in English, and we were all just almost in tears. There we go. So this last one, some of you will remember meeting Rory Song a couple of years ago. And yes. So this is where Rory Song lives with his mom and dad. And what's very unusual is that Rory Song actually has mom and dad. A lot of these children do not. And that's his mom and dad. And this is Rory Song today. Rory Song and 3 other children from Clip Cop were designated as high needs. And we did something that we never do. We actually sort of adopted them. And they are now attending a very impressive faith-based preschool. And that they get 2 meals a day, tuition, transportation, outings, and it's just amazing. And they are flourishing. These children have nothing, but God is raising them up. And Joel said the other night at choir, we can't help everybody, but we can help a few. And that's what it is with these children. We don't know what God has planned for them, but I believe that there's a real reason that He put them in our path. And this is what all of you are doing. All of these programs is because of you. We have a budget in the church budget of $6,000, and we are so thankful for every penny. But if we're going to continue to do what we do, we are dependent upon you. In the fall, in October, each of these projects will give to us a proposal. We look over those proposals, we look at what we have in the budget and what has been given over the year, and then we make our decisions about what we can fund and what we can't. It's heartbreaking when we have to say no. But sometimes we do. So we are dependent upon you, they are dependent upon you, just like Jesus' food is dependent upon all of your hands and your feet, and India is dependent upon all of us, and all of us together are dependent upon God. And so we would ask for your prayers, and we thank you so much for all that you have